Hey there everyone, I'm your host Rahim and you're watching the Everyday Talk on YouTube. And today we are here with a different setup. I'm sitting in the car and I just want to talk about the AI and all the latest trends which it is bringing and the practical use of AI in your devices. So let's get started by looking at my laptop, which is there at my lap. I was just researching about the topic and I feel like that there should be some talks about that because a lot of people are not just discussing this topic. So let's get started. But before that, kindly subscribe to the channel and liking the video would really help us grow as a family together. So first of all, let's just talk about the AI in smartphones. Basically, this is, I think so, the most practical use of artificial intelligence in any device. You are getting, I think so, using it in photo editing and removing obstacles from the pictures. You are using it in things like which you could just not even imagine. Just for example, you could see that you are writing some notes and AI is now helping you to just complete the words which are not even capable without the presence of AI. You just are, it learns your patterns, it learns that what you are writing after that word or what you just, how you complete a sentence, and it automatically just do that without any hassle. And sometimes it is very much, you can say, easy when I'm basically taking notes in the classroom, that it completely fills out the sentence without me typing, and it is, I think so, very helpful. Next we should talk about that AI in laptops and productivity tools. Obviously, now this is a very interesting topic and there is a lot to come about that on the channel, so subscribe and stay tuned for that. But basically what we are using the entire AI in laptops is in virtual assistants for replying to emails. We are just, you can say, making automated texts. There are a lot of social media platforms where you could just generate text or reply to anyone based on what AI thinks about the answer is. You could just feed it, you could just train your little model, and it would always be replying to the other person based on what he thinks is good enough of an answer for that. It basically could help you in online stores and things like that. Suddenly, on-device AI boosts performance and privacy. Like Apple is working a lot on that. The MacBooks and even the iPhones are not getting AI till yet, and the biggest reason behind that is that, as always, Apple just want to run it on device, and on-device AI computing is very much, you can say, power consuming, and it requires a lot of processing. So if the chip is there out, Apple would obviously be working on creating something which just could run on your device and makes it, you can say, a little more or less, you can say, prone to privacy or to leaks or anything like that. And it is going to be obviously very much, I think so, safer for you to use the device, use the AI on your device. As always with Apple, the privacy is their main concern. Now AI in tablets is basically somewhat similar to the smartphones, but here I would like to mention one thing, that nowadays, or up till now, AI is not just restricted to device. We are seeing AI mostly, as you can say, internet thing. It is just everywhere. Gemini is not on a device. ChatGPT is not on a device. Grok is not on just a device. It is open. You could just access it in the browser. You could just go and you can say open our smartphone app, but answers are coming from the same place. So it is not on device. I think so the Apple's work on this to bring the entire thing, AI thing, on the device is going to help us a lot and is going to bring a paradigm shift like Apple always do. So hoping for the best, obviously, fingers crossed. Now the next thing, AI in smart homes and all these things are getting also very popular. AI is there in a lot of, you can say, smart home accessories, and most probably I would just talk about the latest DJI Neo 2, which is one of their drone, and it just uses AI to track you, to just make sure that you could fly the drone hand-free and even without remote. And then secondly, there is also another vacuum cleaner by DJI. It is using a lot of AI tech. You could just go on their YouTube channel and watch the videos. So AI is there coming in the smart homes too. Now here is a request that kindly subscribe to the channel, like the video if you are enjoying the video so far, and you could just throw up any of the question in the comments and we would be making a video about that. Now finally, talking about the AI in health and fitness, it is actually once again a very much true thing. Like AirPods Pro 3rd generation could just track your heart rate from your ears, and that is one thing that I think so that a lot of AI is going to come into the play when such kind of devices are being introduced. because collecting AI data from your air is not AI not heart rate data from your air is not that practical, and it is a different kind of approach, and you have to just transform the data, shift it into usable data. It is going to take a lot of processing power. Then AI is being helping you to decide your meal plans, to make sure that what you are going to do and how you are going to maintain or reach a specific weight goal when you are doing exercise or you are doing weight training, or if you are just on a goal to lose or gain weight. So all of these things are once again being planned using AI, and you could just, you can say, tune plan your chat GPT to answer all these questions for you and help you throughout your journey, which was not possible in our days. I just reduced my weight 6 years ago. I was 140 kg. I bring it down to 90, and at that time we have to just rely on YouTube and all these things. So it is a very great paradigm shift, I think so. And finally, I think so that is all about the AI and what I was thinking, and I just want to share it with you guys. If you really like to just see such kind of informative videos and all these sharing process, just like the video, give us a thumbs up, and kindly let us know in the comments. Your feedback just means a lot to us. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring. Peace out.